Hi people, how you all doing? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. It is Sandra here, and I am back again with another video which is hopefully going to be an exciting one. Okay, so this is titled Breaking Down the Dangers of an Open Border, and we do have Charlie Kirk on this, obviously going to be giving his opinion or his studied facts, I guess. But basically, it's going to be my first time getting into this, and I really do would love for you all to see this video through with me. So please do stick around from the very start to the very end. Okay, so let's just put up our buckles and get right into the video.
You said that, we come at some point you said, oh, you come and you work hard. How about we work hard and it's a guarantee. You used guarantee. That was the exact phrase you used, that we can get somewhere.
If you do four things, but go ahead. I should addition.
The whole, like some of the immigrants, yeah, they may be illegal, but they do work really hard to come here and provide a life for their kids. And then they get snatched away and their 9-year-old little girl is just sitting there crying and bawling her eyes out why her mom can't be with her after her mom just tried really hard to work really hard for her life.
Okay, so a couple things. If you break the law to get into America, you're putting your kid's life in jeopardy too. We have immigration laws. We have not enforced them. Justice is blind. Justice can be something that must be equally interpreted. When that beautiful statue of Lady Justice, she has a cloth over her eyes because justice is supposed to be blind. You know what happens for a legal immigrant? Let's say a legal immigrant from Indonesia. Mm-hmm. If they want to come to America, they have to prove to the embassy in America that they have not committed a crime for 2 years. If they get sometimes a speeding ticket equivalent in Indonesia or in Korea, their visa will be yanked almost instantaneously. So we have a double standard immigration system. One, where the rest of the world has to operate with a clean bill of health criminally, that they can't break any laws in their home country and they can't break any laws here because they might be subject to deportation or not coming into the country. Then we have a whole different set of laws if you jump across the border. That's not fair and it's not sustainable, because what now ends up happening is you have anywhere between 15 to 21 million people, could be even more than that, where they're living in the shadows. And that's not a good thing. I don't want that to happen. I mean, if I had my way, I would say, yeah, of course, I would love to have as many people in this country as possible. But it also severely disenfranchises the 180 other countries across the world that equally want to be here just as much, that are not within economic proximity there. So I understand the question. The other thing is this. There's isolated incidents of the United States government through ICE going after child sex traffickers, MS-13 members. But there is not mass deportations happening in this country right now. It's just not happening. Should we go after people that are smuggling guns and smuggling drugs and smuggling children? Oh my goodness, yes. Final thing is this. The porous southern border allows immoral behavior to continue. Evil behavior. Children that get smuggled across the southern border. Opioids, heroin, guns. MS-13 runs the entire southern border. This is why they fight so hard against the construction of a southern border wall. 95% of Border Patrol agents, half of which are Hispanic, by the way. The Border Patrol agents always get such a bad rap, but half of them are Hispanic. 95% of Border Patrol agents say a wall would help them better do their job to confiscate drugs and intercept children that might be in the midst of child sex trafficking. So anyway, I appreciate the question. My stance on immigration is this. Legal immigrants, huge positive, huge surplus for this country. You even saw me defend having more immigrants come to America. Border jumping and line cutting, it's not who we are. It breaks the law and it should not be tolerated. So. Thank you for your... Did you have a follow-up really quick, or make it quick because I want to get to as many questions as possible. So,
I liked your answers, state answer. I just want to know, okay, so what would you do to make it a little bit more accessible for the ones that are trying to get here legally and it's not happening?
So I think we should have an unlimited amount of genius visas and an unlimited amount of merit visas. So if you are able to prove that you have a very specific skill, and there are anywhere between 30 to 40 million people like this worldwide, I think you should be able to give them a chance to come into America. We have huge capacity in this country, massive amount of natural resources and huge land. And guess what? I get people in the conservative movement that push back against this. Charlie, we're full. Okay, I know this sounds silly. Fly from Chicago to Reno and tell me that we're full, okay? For 3.5 hours. There's massive amounts of land and huge development that we can have. I believe that the only limiting factor we have is saying that ideas will somehow run out. There are studies to show that a steady flow of immigrants keep a country on its toes. It keeps a country working hard and taking risks, and it keeps other people competing against them. I think that's a really healthy thing. Someone who believes so firmly in markets, I want people that always have new business ideas. I want people that are willing to disrupt the status quo. I want the next hungry entrepreneur from Cuba or Venezuela or for South Africa. That's why we have 85 out of 100 of the most valuable companies in the world. And so anyway, I would say to expand it, it should be much quicker to legally immigrate in this country and much easier. We've made it so hard. And the President of the United States says it correctly. We're going to have a very big wall with a big door. And I think we're going to get back to the door so we understand that legal immigration is a healthy backbone to this country that we must celebrate. So thank you for your question. I appreciate it. We got to get to the next one, Seth. Thank you. Hello.
Hi. So just to start, I'm an independent, so I'm not like a liberal or anything. But so my grandparents, they came here in the 1940s, and they came here with like $40 in their pocket.
Where did they come from?
They came from Haiti.
Awesome.
And they were able to build themselves up through real estate, and they were able to send all my aunts, uncles, and my mother to college, and now they're all graduated and they're in their professions, and my mom became a doctor. So I'm pretty proud of
that's the American dream.
Yeah,
congratulations. That's what we're talking about.
And also, a lot of illegal immigrants account for farming work and factory work in America. And it's because a lot of people in America are unwilling to do that sort of labor. And if we curb illegal immigration, how would you propose to solve the possible amount of
Sure. So
performing jobs?
Seasonal work visas. It's that simple. Give seasonal work visas for people that are willing to do difficult agricultural work. So all the seasonal work visas, you get a temporary social security number, you pay tax, you pay payroll tax, you pay income tax. We know who you are. If you commit a crime, we know exactly that, and we deport you immediately. Now we have no idea. We have no idea. No one can possibly argue that that's a sustainable system for the country. So that's a very simple way. But in order for there to be seasonal visas, you have to have a restriction on people cutting in line. The restriction would be a wall. And that's a key element to restructuring our immigration system, which is so horribly and terribly broken. And I talk about a wall, and people say, Charlie, why are you against immigration? I say, I literally have talked so much about the value of immigration. I'm against people that come here in defiance to our laws and come into the shadows and intentionally break United States immigration law. I think it's a disservice to people like your grandparents that came here in the 1940s from Haiti. That's what's best and most beautiful about this country is people that came here legally. And so when they came here legally, they were registered in the system. They were able to pay taxes, buy a house, start a bank account. And now a couple generations later, would you say your life is better than their life was? Probably, right? And so you're the story of America. So when I talk about the guarantee of America, almost very few people in America, unless your grandfather was Andrew Carnegie or John D. Rockefeller, very few people have it worse today than your grandparents did. Very few people, unless it was some titan or something horrible happened, it's 99% of Americans have it better than your grandparents did. We have progressively been getting better and better. And there's many reasons for that, but I appreciate the question. Seasonal visas would be the way that would fix it. So thank you.
Okay, that was quite an interesting one. Thinking about it right now, I don't think I have gotten into any immigration related topic, like intensive immigration related topics from Charlie Kirk, right? And yeah, I mean, as he said, coming into any country, not just the United States of America, coming into any country legally is literally the legal thing to do, and it's the best thing to do as well. Because I do not know how, I cannot understand why an individual would choose crime to start their way up to having a better life, right? And I mean, if you're an American, you really wouldn't know how hard it is to immigrate from other countries into the United States, right? But it really is hard. So in a way of sentiment, you could say you understand people who are like genuinely nice, genuinely innocent, and just, trying to make something out of themselves no matter what. But I'm not going to stand here, or rather sit, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say that I stand for illegalities just to make it, because really I don't believe that you need to start the rest of your life, that you want to progress and you want to make something out of yourself off of like an illegal means. Definitely not. But then at the same time, the United States has so much opportunity to give so much to people. And the question the girl threw out, saying, okay, I feel like her question seemed sort of like a justification on her part for people coming in illegally, okay, saying, oh, the people who do not want to do, they're like indigenous Americans who do not want to, do like the hard jobs and the menial jobs and all of that. So who's going to take that job? First off, obviously, like, Charlie gave her an answer, but even if the answer Charlie gave wasn't in place, there's still going to be people regardless, to be honest. Like, what if it's going to be for like the pay to be increased or whatnot, there's still going to be incentives that will be added into that job description that would attract more people. So I think the take home from this, or rather my advice to people, is never choose breaking the law, or never choose to do things illegally, because I don't know, I feel like even as a believer, it really just dampens on like your path to success, honestly. But to be honest, I really did enjoy, I liked hearing the story of the guy from Haiti. Just seeing how like it's become like a generational line of progress and success, because obviously, his grandparents doing that back then, only they know what they must have done to like bring the family here. And right now, I mean, they're doing pretty good, basically living the American dream. And to be honest, like, that is like half the amount of people's dream, to live the American dream, not necessarily in America, but to live the American dream. And if they're gonna find that someplace else outside the country, I feel like, I don't know, the government or whatnot should just support them, because no matter how you look at it, every legal immigrant that comes into the United States has something they're giving back to the United States. So it's literally a situation of give and take. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, I feel like that's all I have to say. Definitely, I'm very much open and interested to know what you all think about this. I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions on this. So please do not sleep on me, okay? Do engage me down in the comment box. I'm really, really gonna appreciate it. But upon to the very next one, people, let us keep on staying safe and healthy. If you know that you're yet to subscribe to my channel and you do enjoy videos as such, please do well to give this video a big thumbs up, share this video to a lot more people, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button, people. And upon to the very next one, hopefully we get to convey here. So bye.